Greetings, YouTubers. Alright, it's come to this. Today we are going to be listing off the sexiest, the hottest superheroes. Now, these just happen to be some of my top personal picks, and this was actually bound to happen at some point. So, let's get into my list of the top 10 sexiest superheroes. Number 10, Captain America. Ah, yes. Marvel's very first superhero, who is essentially Marvel's own version of Superman, just without the laser heat vision, freeze breath, and flight, who is all about all things American, like freedom, truth, and justice. Plus, I can admit, Chris Evans is fairly attractive, I would say, and I've been falling in love with the film adaptation of Captain America. Steve Rogers. He's a bit of an obvious choice, but I felt that at least one obvious choice had to be here. Number 9. X-23. X-23 has become a very personal favorite of mine, and she's definitely a character that deserves to be here on this list. She's overcome her own personal demons, is a disciplined fighter and warrior, and has very recently taken up the mantle of being Wolverine after the death of Logan in the comics. Pretty impressive. Number 8. Kitty Pryde. Kitty Pryde is definitely a character that I can say is a favorite of mine, and you know what it is about her that I personally find sexy? Her level of intelligence, and the fact that she can hold her own as a leader and headmistress of the Jean Grey School for Higher Learning, and bottom line is, she can rock all the hairstyles. Number 7, Nightwing. Okay, I'm saying Nightwing because I think if I don't include him, people would hurt me over it, and I will never hear the end of it. We can all admit Dick Grayson is one of DC's sexiest heroes, and that's because he's said to have the best butt in all of DC. Plus, he's always cracking jokes, is great with kids, and is a master detective and fighter. All the more reasons to love Dick Grayson. Number 6, Barbara Gordon. Barbara Gordon, the original Batgirl, is a character that I definitely can think of to put on here due to the fact that she constantly uses her brains over her brawn and has proven she can overcome anything that's thrown at her, even being shot by the Joker. So I think it's very safe to say that Barbara Gordon deserves to be on my list of the top 10 sexiest superheroes. Number 5, Mr. Fantastic. Now, this will become a bit of a thing. I've mentioned that the sexiest thing about Kitty Pryde and Barbara Gordon is their intelligence. Maybe it's because I'm just attracted to huge nerds, but Reed Richards is definitely a character that's deserving to be here. Not only is he super intelligent, but he's a devoted husband and father, and I think that's what makes him pretty freaking hot, and that's just my opinion here. Number 4, Cyclops. What's more attractive than a man who is completely devoted to his ideals and beliefs? Why, a guy who wears ruby quartz glasses, which makes you wonder what his real eye color is. Okay, confession time. I've had a crush on Scott since the 90s cartoon, and I feel no shame.
Jubilee, duck! Leave him alone, Sinister. Your fight is with me.
My body! This is impossible.
So, you like playing God with mutants' lives? Well, just keep away from my friends!
Do you love a man who can take charge, be a commanding field operative, and takes a stand without any compromise on the battlefield, especially when fighting for the rights of mutant kind? Well then, Scott Summers is the man for you. Plus, there's also his film portrayals. Between Ty Sheridan, Tim Pocock, and James Marsden, there's plenty of Scott to go around. I'm just saying, there's also a large amount of fans out there that thoroughly believe Scott's actions during arcs like Schism and Avengers vs. X-Men are completely justified, which actually makes for a very interesting read if you go back and read those comics, which I find make for a very great character study. Number 3, Beast. Okay, don't judge me here. Hank McCoy for me is definitely my idea of hot and sexy despite him being covered in fur. Blue just happens to be my favorite color. I would date Beast. Blue guys need love too. I watched Wolverine and the X-Men, X-Men Evolution, and X-Men the Animated Series, and Beast was hella cute in those cartoons. He's additionally highly athletic, can outsmart any enemy, highly intelligent, so he'll for sure keep you on your toes, skilled in combat, and he loves a good poem and classic novel, so there are plenty of good reasons to check out Beast. Number 2, Jean Grey. Alright, I'm putting my number 1 favorite Marvel hero on this list because there are plenty of things about Jean Grey that are pretty sexy. Her passion, her fiery connection to the Phoenix Force, her ability to love and have deep compassion and empathy for others. There's plenty of reasons to love Jean Grey. She's a devoted wife, loving mother, and pretty much a friend to everybody, so pretty much everyone loves her. Jean Grey is an inspiration, and that's definitely what makes her one of the sexiest superheroes. And lastly, finally, at number 1 is Barry Allen, the Flash. This is just me going back to that whole intelligence is sexy thing. Barry Allen might not be everyone's idea of sexy, but I find the things that makes him most attractive are his high intelligence, his wit, his humor, his soft and compassionate side, and his ability to be a huge dork. And besides, Grant Gustin happens to be my celebrity crush, so it's no mystery why I'd place the Flash, Barry Allen, at number 1. Alright everyone, that's my list of the top 10 sexiest superheroes. Who do you think should have made this list? Let me know down below in the comments, subscribe, and I'll be back soon.